Hello and welcome, my beautiful mermaids and mermen, my sea sponges of the sea, my beautiful fellow Pisces. This is our weekend vibe, messages from our guides for March the 16th to the 17th. Let's see what we've got. Coming in our first row, we have been given harmony, balance, peace, and happiness. So they're asking us to do this. We are being guided to make sure we put ourselves in a good place. And that means we need to take ourselves to center. We need to think about what we do. We need to rest, relax, and think about things, processing things in a peaceful, balanced way. We're seeking happiness this weekend, so it's important that we don't get involved in any dramatic situations or allow ourselves to be dragged into anybody else's drama this weekend. This is a weekend where you're going to want to just put your feet up and enjoy your peace and quiet. You may want to stay home and not get involved in any party celebrations or going out this weekend. You might just say, I need my time. You could be planning on doing more meditative work. You may be, trying to manifest something here. You could be taking yourself and doing more meditation. Maybe you're going to be doing yoga, or you could even be experiencing a wonderful Reiki energy healing, or you might be the one that wants to send out that beautiful healing light to others. So this is a wonderful card, Pisces, that we want to feel peace and harmony. With that is interesting because we get the purity card coming in with that. And this says, look for the simplest and cleanest solution. Understand your motives for doing what you are doing. Be as clear as possible in your communication. So again, wanting to be balanced, right? There are good reasons to strive for a kind of positive purity in our lives. Being precise with our language and as clear as we can be in our communications means fewer miscommunications and misunderstandings in our relationships or even our work life. Keeping our intentions pure and untainted will lower energies such as jealousy, revenge, or unworthiness. As much as possible means that our motivations are pure and not muddy in their reasonings. So lean into the clear quartz, okay, this week when it comes to these messages. That's the stone they're recommending that you lean into, okay? Beautiful clear quartz. I mean, I have these things on my desk all the time, and this beautiful one of mine, it started out with an angel in it. And you might see the angel here, one of the wings, and then it started to grow more inclusions, and I ended up with little angels in the bottom. Isn't that amazing how it continues to grow, the energy that it sends me? So the stone they're saying that you need to lean into today with this message this weekend is the clear quartz, okay? Now, let's see what we have with our next card. We have a ready, set, go. Now is the perfect moment to dive in and embrace our heart's desire. So it's about going after what you want, even though we might not feel entirely ready. There's no better time than the present to dive into our future. We're advised to take both big and small steps to move in the direction of our dreams. We need to push aside everything unrelated to our life's mission and adjust our schedule so that the bulk of our time relates to our priorities and goals, even if it's just relaxing this weekend, okay? Delegate tasks to other people or hire someone to assist us. Our responsibilities will still be met. We'll be happier. We'll enjoy greater self-esteem, and we'll attract more abundance in the long run if we jump in and follow our heart. And you've heard me say this before, that when you find a profession or a hobby or a project that you really are passionate about and you love, it's not work. It's enjoyment. It's pleasure. And if you get paid for that, it's just a bonus because you love what you do. Coming in next, we have the card, the Void. And again, how appropriate that this card comes out. And this is the dark moon. And we had the beautiful snow moon here. And the dark moon sitting there says that it's our time to rest and reset. We need to release all that does not serve us. We need to stop resisting. The void is a time of possibility, not just darkness. There is nothing to fear in letting go of negative patterns and habits, so let go of the old. And this is our mantra. I freely release what I no longer need. So this is about doing what's right for us. We need to relax, reframe, and think about how much better our life will be without any bad habits and fear or patterns. We need to get very clear about the possibilities of this transformation some of us could be going through and what it will give us in real terms. Beautiful. It's the optimum time to end in the cycle to release the old and cut the cords of relationships, traumas that deserve no time and energy in our now, in our present right now. So releasing all of that. We're going to go towards something new here. And in order to do that, we need to let go of what we've been holding on, or the bad habits or repeating cycles that don't tend to bring us anywhere. So this is about getting ready to set sail and go somewhere new by releasing the things from our past so that we're opening that beautiful opportunity to go towards our beautiful goals. Coming in next, we've been given the card, give your inner critique a vacation day. Be kind to yourself. While that makes sense, some of us are very hard on ourselves. We're our own worst enemy. We critique everything we do. We look in the mirror and we criticize things we don't like. When things don't happen fast enough for us Pisces, we tend to presume, assume, and get up in our heads and think that things aren't going to work out. And we're big at that. We're big at being depressed or happy, swimming upstream or downstream, laughing or crying. Pisces, we are made up of all the other signs, and that's what tends to make us so sensitive and so emotional. So this is a day where, in this particular weekend, they want us to be kind to ourselves. We want to bring in more harmony, peace, and happiness, right? We want to be able to release things here gently and kindly so that we can move forward and set new goals and go after what we want. Now, being kind to ourselves, it could just be taking ourselves to the peace and quiet and solitude of a day here. Not being hard on ourselves, just accepting the way things are right now. Give our inner critique a day off. Don't start critiquing yourself and criticizing things and blaming yourself for things. Let that go. Throw it out into the universe, my beautiful mermaids and mermen. So it's interesting that we get the Power card next. And that's an interesting card with this being kind to ourselves. By having control and not critiquing ourselves, we lift our chin a little bit higher. We can square our shoulders a little bit broader. We can now feel good about ourselves. And that's what power is all about, stepping into our true power and shining brightly and not to hide who we are or what we are. The time is right to attract big things now, my beautiful Pisces, for ourselves. And maybe ancestral energy is important too, looking back, what we have in our DNA and in our genes and what we can jump into and grab onto. We need to open our mind to larger possibilities. Big magic can be found. Know that you have the power and that it's real. So this is all about moving forward here in a really good direction. Beautiful. Now they say that you should have the moonstone here. Okay, I don't have a moonstone. I donated a whole cabinet of many beautiful crystals and stones to a friend of mine who has a beautiful store and she sells them. And I wanted to donate them to her because they were sitting here and I felt someone else could be using them. So I don't have a moonstone today. Stepping into our power today is very important, and not being hard on ourselves today, not beating ourselves up. Hey, nobody's perfect. Coming in next, we have the feast, and it says slow down and celebrate yourself. Sometimes life gets a little too hectic for us, right? And the inevitable happens. We forget to take a breather and celebrate what deserves celebrating. We need to make sure we do that from now on. If we never stop to fully recognize the good we have, then the bad stuff can knock us down much harder than it would have otherwise. So it's time for us to appreciate what we have here. And look what we do have here. We have abundance in our life. That's where we need to sit, and we need to reflect on that and how important it is right now in our lives that we appreciate and give grace and gratitude. We need to take advantage of this time of abundance. It is all around us. Possibly the opportunities are everywhere. Are we open? We need to be open and responsive to the abundance around us. There is enough for everyone, and we need to use this mantra. I am abundant, and I am surrounded by so much opportunity. You know, as modern people, we are less used to these natural cycles of plenty and barrenness because because most of us have stepped away from growing food and natural environments. However, these cycles are still there, even if we are not a part of them consciously. This moon normally rises in October in the northern hemisphere, and so was before the winter snows, right? This is citrine. Guess what? I have citrine. I kept some stones that I thought would be important, and here it is. I have citrine. I'll get that out yet. So this is about appreciating what we have, being grateful for it, doing our affirmations, and starting our day off that way. And that's what's going to set the precedence and the energy as we flow through this day to draw more abundance into us. So what a great weekend we have to look forward to. Just be kind to yourself. Give yourself a day off from critiquing yourself. Bring more balance and peace and happiness into your life. Let go of what doesn't serve you. Step up into the power of the beautiful person that you are, and you'll see that abundance coming in. Well, I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic weekend here to look forward to. And always know, my beautiful Pisces, I send you lots of love and many blessings.